Red Hat Linux for the masses. This is an interesting story. Red Hat Linux wants to broaden its audience. The company wants to, or plans to announce a new desktop strategy. Now, of course, I've been calling for Linux on the desktop for years. It's not doable. I don't think it's possible. You agree with me?
Well, you know, I have special experience in this. I worked for a Larry Ellison startup where we did Linux-based, the New Internet Computer Company. We did Linux-based machines, terribly unsuccessful. I worked with Michael Robertson and Linspire. I didn't work for Linspire, I worked for another one underneath them, and they all had crazy trouble doing this.
Right.
The problem is people think, oh, it's because there's no Office or there's no this. It's not even that. It's just the crazy number of random applications. Even look at the Mac. This still holds them back, that there's this, quote, long tail of applications people can't touch. And then there's like think how many people are providing support today for PCs and Macs that are the friends and family 800 number, basically. You throw the Linux into the mix, it's just it's just too much to battle.
People make too big a deal of the Linux applications that are out there too. I mean, whenever I talk to folks in the Linux community, they're always talking about Star Office and all this other kind of stuff.
Yes.
Big deal. I mean, I don't want to use the applications.
Office was dead 5 years ago. They think that that's what was holding back Linux.
What's the best reason to want Linux, though?
Servers. You're running a website,
right? But not on a
hypothetically, there would be some sort of security play.
I think on the desktop, in a large corporation where you had one or two apps and you had a department that could handle it, and everybody in the place ran these two apps on Linux, so they didn't have to do any upgrade costs and all this rest of this over time. I think there's a rationale there, but nobody even.
But why bother with that? Why not just do web apps? Why not just use a browser, lock the browser,
well,
and
the
do
$100 PC kind of gets you there, where you do have really cheap little machines that do have limited number of apps on them that are one purpose.
Yeah, that's another one that just frustrates me, though. We're going to ignite the world by giving the poorest people the crappiest machine. Like, you can do all the stuff that everyone else can do, except for anything that's cool, high-res, nice, or fun. All the rest of the stuff you can email, and you can get spam now. It's easy.
Use Dells.
That's right. Nigerian doctors are going to swamp a whole group of people in China now with riches.
They have ears on them. They're really nice.
They'll figure out how to order pizza.